Well, welcome back to a new video, guys. If you do enjoy them, do take time to give them a thumbs up. Perhaps share them on your group pages, on social media. You'd be doing me a great favour, helping to grow this community that we've got, that enjoy this kind of fishing that I do. And, you know, perhaps, as I say, share them on your group pages, social media, even your forums. That would be most appreciated. And if you're a new viewer, please do take time to hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon. You'll be kept up to date with all my latest videos and a good back catalogue of videos to go through. Right, so what are we doing this evening? Well, as I said, the mosquitoes are doing whatever they want to do, but we're out doing some barbel fishing, hopefully. So this is the Shimano Vengeance barbel power rod. This is a 12-foot rod and a 1 3/4 pound test curve Marco Cortesi centrepin loaded with 12-pound line. Now I'm not going to bother showing you guys the rig that I'm using. It's my usual low resistance running rig. Anyone who's new to the channel can check back on my older videos where I go into detail of it, but it's a basic simple rig. So little kicker on the hook, shortish hair, and Drennan sink braid, which is discontinued. That's the hook link material. The hook is a size 8 specimen hook. Now I will go into that. I'm not sponsored by the company, but I've been using them ages. They are HLS Tackle wide gape hooks. They're available from HLS Tackle in size 6s and size 8s. Brilliant company, brilliant hooks. You can get them, if you buy in bulk, you can get them down to as cheap as 7 or 8 pence a hook. And I know there's probably people out there thinking, you can't get a good hook for 7 or 8p. Tell you what, you darn well can. And these I trust better than I trust some of the well-known brands. Really strong gauge wire to them. Very nice reverse beak point, much like the old Palatrax the hook, which sadly Palatrax deemed, you know, I don't know if it's fish welfare, deemed it unfit to continue, and they've carried on with their barbless range. I like a micro barb. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's nothing to do with losing fish. It is to do with decent hook holes, and I don't think a micro barb hurts. You know, we all know with a barbless hook, if you keep a tight line, the fish will stay on, but there's not always a guarantee of managing to keep a tight line on small snaggy rivers. Fish could run you into weed, and you've got to give a little bit of release. And I feel with a barbless hook, yeah, if that happens, you're going to lose. You're going to lose fish. It's a very, very polarizing subject. There's a lot of people that like barbless hooks. There's a lot of people that don't. I fall into the category that if I haven't got to use a barbless hook, I'm going to use a micro barb. Anyway, I'm going to put a link into the box below. Not sponsored by HLS Tackle. I purchase all my own hooks, but you know, as always with this channel, I like to share with you guys good items of tackle that, you know, don't cost the earth. So, bait-wise this evening, I'm using the following. That's the mainline 50/50 base mix. That is a milk protein base mix, but I've added my own liquid foods, yeast extracts, spices, and palliative stimulants. So it's got a real yeasty, fishy flavour to it, and it's working pretty decently at the moment, I've got to say. Just with that, I'm wrapping it in matching paste, same base mix of course, and then we've got a little bit of ground bait. Now that's the mainline match marginal ground bait, and that has got crushed pellet in it. It's a very fishy scent trail. It's quite nice to say the least. In with that I've mixed hemp and birdseed, so it's got a nice, you know, mixture of food for the fish, but at the same time using the small balls in with this current, it's breaking down, it's drawing in all species of fish, not just targeting the barbel, but trying to bring in all the species of fish, get them all having a feed. And if the barbel are looking about, they come along and think, well, I've got to get in on the axe, let's have some food as well. But I've got to stress, I don't put a lot of bait in. You know, if I put a few broken boilies in, and I put a few balls of the ground bait in, and I might during the trip a bit later in the evening put a couple more balls in, but we're not humping it, we're not piling bait in. You're fishing for barbel which can move up and down a long river, tuck themselves away, and as can be this case this time of year, you're up against a lot of natural food, believe me. You know, at night time you can hear chub smashing small fry, and I do believe some of the activity that I've heard is actually barbel actually attacking small fish. So yeah, you're always up against it summertime. Personally, I think the barbel fishing always, for me at least, picks up end of August time onwards or thereabouts. Anyway, that's the sum of it. I'm going to get set up, I'm going to get eaten alive, and I'm going to get fishing. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Bastards! Right, as you can see, I've got a nice area here, got a nice overhanging tree, deep margins, very good margins. Looking at around about 5 foot in the side, 6.5 a little bit further out. I'm going to go under the tree or to the side, just on the edge of the main, more walking pace flow. Lovely looking spot. Got snags to my left as well, upstream. So, I'm going to put a few broken boilies in, a little bit of the birdseed and mainline match marginal ground bait into the swim. Let it settle. Let the light die off a bit and then just lower in a bait. And have my fingers crossed. Always helps to have your fingers crossed. Here's the mixture. As I say, it's a very fishy ground bait. Got a lot of little pieces of particle and pellet in there too, along with cereal and birdseed and hemp. Tasty, but not overfeeding. Notice that I'm pulling the back lid so it's back at my feet more or less. That's chub rolling upstream, all cast out. And you notice there as I drop the rod tip after casting, I like to bring the back lead, because I have a back lead around about 4.5 to 5 foot above the leisure weight. I like to then, if I'm fishing a small area, I like to then cast in and just tighten up and draw the rod tip back to the bank so it brings the back lead even at a better angle. That way it's covering my near margin a bit more. So there's less of a circumference for the fish when they move in to spook off of, because the back lead is doing its job a lot more efficiently. Lovely evening. It's humid. I can't take my top, can't take my fleece off because the mosquitoes are going to hammer me. But apart from the mosquitoes, it's picturesque. It's perfect. It's a lovely evening. Really, really beautiful evening. Of course, that doesn't mean it's going to be conducive to feeding fish. We're in, guys. Really good take. Oh, oh, bloody hell, that's going. That's definitely a barbel. It's a holding bottom, well, I know that. That's a good one. Oh, it's a good fish. That's a good fish, guys. Really good fish. I'm going to have trouble landing this. I reckon I'm going to have to go down on my knees. Going to put the check on again, sorry. Certainly going some, this fish. Oh. Good fish, very good fish. Oh. Not having it, that's for sure. Oh. 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 Get in there. Oh, you have to excuse me putting the check on. I just feel that sometimes it gives me a bit of extra purchase. That was half a screamer. Pretty sure I was recording at the time as well. That's nice. It's a nice fish, guys. It's a nice fish. Oh, yes, yes. Look at her. What a beauty. Perfect barbules. What a scrap, manny. I had to put the check on there just to get some extra purchase. Pull myself back. Corker, eh? What a corker. Happy, happy, happy days indeed. Let's get it slipped back and recuperate it. Landing that pole not broken. I'm going to get down on my knees. I'm going to stay with her in the net until she's fighting fit. Happy days. Come on. Yes. Well, guys, I've got the fish resting in the net at the moment. I'll explain what's gone on. So on landing the fish, the KORUM opportunist pole, and I don't lift my fish with a landing net. Only an idiot would use a landing net, a pole, and lift from that when you're lifting the fish. I certainly didn't. This cracked off, snapped, shattered. I noticed since I've been using it that when I've been extending it, the each end of the ferrule, like so where you extend it here, I'm noticing it's like wearing thinner, and I'm having to pull these poles or these sections out more to get it to grip without coming loose. So that's sheared off. As you can see, it's buggered. Fish was in the net, got part of a landing net pole attached to it, and it's nearly going to go down the river, still hooked. Threw the rod to one side, and I've landed on my stomach. I mean, I could end up in the river drowned. I can swim, but you know, night time and all that. I managed to get the net, landed the fish. Given her a good recuperation, showed you guys the fish. Then, as I'm going to rest her again, I'm using a KORUM 30-inch latex landing net head. What happens then? You think could possibly go wrong then? The landing net head, where the locking nut is, you know, where the bracket is so you bring the two sections together, that shears off. And the fish nearly went down the river, trapped in the net. I don't even know how, I'm all grazed up and brambled up, somehow managed to grab the net before the fish disappeared down the river, stuck in the net. Now, not being funny, if you're going to make products, and I know loads of people with KORUM, you know, with KORUM, I should say general public as well, oh, they're amazing. Well, I'm sorry, if you're going to make the items, I'm absolutely, I'm not going to say what, but I'm peeved, because the fish could have been down the actual bank, going down the river, in general, floating down the riverbank, trapped, whilst recuperating. Eh? Free meal for an otter, possibly another dead barbel that you don't need, all because of the quality controls failed with a tackle company. I mean, I can't, if you saw the blob of glue that they've used on that landing net pole, jeez, it's the size, the blob of glue is literally the size of my fingernail. And you think that's going to hold up to even large chub and barbel? Where's the quality control gone, guys? I mean, I'm not angry for myself, although, as I say, I could have ended up in the river in the dark. You know how these things domino effect. But the fish could have been screwed. Absolutely stuck in the net. I like the pole. You know that I use this pole, exact pole, for my chub fishing. Landed lots of fish on it, but as I say, the more I used it, the more I noticed these sections were coming further out and having to be lodged further out, which means that they're on the edge of their wall. It's a thin wall anyway, with the way the fibre is. So it's getting worn, and it's then on a weaker section, and it's snapped. But I didn't expect the net's in bloody newish condition to shear off like that. KORUM, or anyone who's watching from KORUM, please can you contact me? Maybe I'm not expecting it, because most companies don't seem to have a good customer service in general. That if someone from KORUM would like to watch this video, or does, and would like to contact me and talk to me about it, I'm available at Fishing for Memories on my Instagram page, or Mark Erdwin on Facebook. But there you go, guys. I'm not happy about that. Anyway, got the fish in the net. I've cut a hole in the net so I could put 2 bank sticks in so that fish can rest in it properly. Pay your money and you take your choice, they say. The money's good, but is the quality control always good? Say it as I see it. Say it as I have it happen. Always get the truth on my channel, no matter what. And there's no lies about this snapping or the net. I'm not that kind of idiot. I think you guys know that. Anyway, she's resting up nicely. Going to get her released. Can't fish on for obvious reasons. And head home, I reckon. Not going to be the most gracious release, guys, I'm afraid. Thankfully she's okay though. I'm actually sliding in here. Oh god. What a nightmare you rely on tackle companies. They screw you over. Come on, girl. Oh, you powerful beauty. Happy days. Well, guys, I am well and truly packed up. Not happy with the incident with the landing net pole or the landing net head, but it ended well for the fish in the end. Yeah, so not best pleased about that. I always do feel that tackle manufacturers and quality control don't seem to always go hand in hand, do they? But yeah, what a gorgeous fish. What a gorgeous 11-pounder. Wow. What a scrap. Yeah, very enjoyable. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, do consider giving it a quick thumbs up or a share. Till next time, wherever you're fishing, wherever you're having a dangle, I hope you're having a good time. I hope everyone's healthy in your families, and I hope you're enjoying, as I say, your fishing in general. See you on another video. Take care.